All right, let's go ahead and kick things off with Marty Cipla. Go ahead, Marty.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, Zane, thanks for the time and congratulations on making it to the playoffs. 10 years ago, Front Row was probably a backmarker team in the Cup Series. With you winning the regular season championship, as well as Michael McDowell having some good runs lately, putting up the 9th best average finish in the last 15 in Cup, have you noticed or has the team been telling you that there's been a boost of confidence or chemistry at the shop?
There has been much different that I could tell going on. I feel like with the I don't know, I guess the consistency of our truck team has just shown in the regular season with I think the past 4 weeks, besides Pocono, our worst finish was third, and I feel like that is what got us in the position going to Pocono with our points buffer. And so, Front Row has been doing awesome lately. And so it's cool to see. I feel like just with that comes everyone in the shop happier. And so it's a happy time right now.
Looking forward to IRP this weekend. You've raced there in an ARCA car twice. Do you expect any similarities to how the car drives compared to the truck? I asked this to Carson Hocevar. He expects it to be similar, although Goodyear has a different tire, of course, compared to General Tire or Hoosier.
Yeah, I think it'll be similar, but I don't know. A lot of the time when we think that the truck is just so much different than what you expect. So I don't know. We're just going to kind of go into it like another short track. And we should be pretty good. I feel like Martinsville this year, we were pretty solid, missed a little bit on a few little things. So hopefully I have those worked out and have a solid start to the playoffs.
Appreciate it, Zane. Best of luck in the playoffs.
Thanks.
All right, our next question will come from MattWeaver. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Zane. Appreciate the time today. I guess the first thing I got for you is, how do you kind of overall look at the playoffs in the sense that it's kind of a crapshoot, right? So like you could have the best run ever and then you get to Phoenix and then things don't go well. So like, do you put a lot of stock into winning the championship, or do you kind of take a whatever happens kind of mentality?
I mean, I put a lot of stock winning the championship. I feel like, I don't know. To start out the year, I had the regular season championship circled just because I feel like that is what kind of shows how your half of your year went, more than half of your year. And so I am happy we got that. But in between there, I feel like race wins are what people notice a ton. And then to what you said, I feel like just getting to Phoenix is a championship in its own. And then when that day comes, it's whoever is best that day. And so if you could lock yourself in earlier than later, you get to put up more attention on Phoenix, and that goes a long way.
And then as far as getting to Phoenix, you've got the biggest margin of error, the biggest points lead. So do you tend to take a more conservative approach, and are you points racing, or are you still taking the same approach that got you here in the first place and you're going for wins and that's the way you're going to get to Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of have to go about it as going for wins. That points buffer will run out quickly. So, I mean, it don't take much to fill up those spots. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're just going to do what we've been doing for the rest of the year. It's worked out for us, and we've shown a lot of consistency. And I think that's what you need to do in the playoffs to get to Phoenix.
Thanks, Zane.
Thanks.
Next question is going to come from Brian Meno. Go ahead, Brian.
Hello, Zane. My name is Brian. My question are two. What expectation do you have for IRP?
I'm excited for it. I feel like watching those races back, you see all these guys that have been in the sport for a long time. And so Indy brings such a cool fan base. So to be going back there, I'm a fan of the short track. So I'm excited about it, ready to get the playoffs started.
What are your thoughts for the 2022 NASCAR Trucks playoffs?
I mean, the playoffs are just its own animal, really. So it just amplifies everything. So we just need to have some smooth rounds and hopefully end up in Phoenix to contend for a championship.
Thanks, Zane. Good luck in the playoff.
Thank you.
Next, we will go to Matthias Emmanuel Vianna. Go ahead with your question.
Hello, Zane. Good morning. My question is following knowing that you win in Martinsville in October from 2021 in a great finish with Todd Gilliland and Stuart Friesen. Do you think can you win in any short track? 5 of 7 races is in short tracks. ORP, Bristol, and Richmond. In which can you win?
I hope all of them. I feel like IRP is an oddball a little bit, but I mean, we had proved last year that if we're in a must win, we could pull it off. But Richmond, I feel like that one is one that I have circled. Especially, I don't know, I love Richmond, and then Richmond night race just makes it that much cooler. So ready to get those going. Bristol is always pretty fun, and then there's typically a late race caution, and then it gets pretty crazy. But I'm excited for all of them. Hopefully, could go win all of them.
Which do you like the most from free tracks of the round of 10 in the NASCAR Tracks playoff?
I would say it's hard for us not to circle Kansas, just with how our first Kansas went with. I felt like we kind of dominated that race. So if we could do half of that, again, I'd be super happy, because there's way more on the line this time. So that's obviously the goal. I love going to Kansas regardless, so I'm excited for it.
Thanks, Zane. Have a good weekend in Indianapolis Raceway Park or Lucas Oil Raceway.
Thanks.
All right, we have a question from Lee Spencer. I'm going to read it. She is asking, Zane, how running the Cup race at Gateway has changed your approach to trucks.
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like just that one Cup race that I ran, I feel like I learned so much. And so it's pretty crazy, just the difference from just the Cup level to anything. I feel like just everyone's good. And just everyone is so much closer. And so I am happy I got to make that Cup start. I'm happy how it went, but hopefully there's more in the future. But currently I'm obviously focused on this Truck Series title. So just one thing at a time, I guess.
All right, looks like we have another question in the chat from Chris Knight. Can you afford to be aggressive at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park or Richmond Raceway, or do you just race for points and wins?
I mean, it depends how your day is going, really. I feel like if you're off a little bit and haven't captured stage points, then yeah, you could. I feel like I kind of have the room to be aggressive and go race for a race win, but I don't know. I mean, it all depends how your race is going, really. So if you've had a solid points day with maybe a stage win and good points, you need to be smart and be thinking about long term. That's where my head is at.
All right, do we have any additional questions for Zane before we let him go? All right, Zane, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.